create a Google form, just click the 9 dots, go to Google Forms, add a blank Google form, just click that one. Here you can give the class name like 4B. If it is a math paper, you can type math, or if it is a midterm exam or like that, you can choose anything and you can type there. Here also that will appear. If you need any description like a date, what is the date, you can type the date, and then marks, total marks. You are typing skills, you can type skills here, and so on. Time, you can type time, how many hours, 1 hour, like that. Next, you have to choose the question here. So I'm going to type a question name. Any two input devices. Just I'm typing here. Name any two input devices. If you want a short answer, like if they want to type any answer in the sense, you can leave short answer. Else, you can change here. This is the options given here. If you want to change multiple choice, you can just click here and you can give the options. So what is the options? You can give option A. You can give like option, yeah. If you click add all, all the options might be it will appear automatically. Then you can type the options like what options you want. What is the input devices? Now I'm going to type an output device. Next, what I want to type, just click here and type it. If you want to paste image, that is also possible. Just I'm going to paste an image, click image, then photos, no, Google image search. There you can type which is the input device. Mouse. So I'm just going to click one image and then click insert. So instead of that option, it will come like this mouse. And only one image you can add in one option. So you have to give like one input device like that. If you are if you are posting one question, you can do like this. So I'm going with this options, like I will type mouse and then I will type keyboard. So this is the correct option. Now you can see again I'm going to give another one, monitor, joystick. Again I'm going to give another option. If you want you can give, else you can remove here. So I'm going to remove here, only three options I'm going to give. I remove. Now you can see the questions is appearing here. If you want to give other option, that is also possible. Just click other, then it will appear like other option also will be added to this answers. So I don't want these options, just I'm going to remove these options. If you want to add any other option, you can click here. Else you have to click add other. Means other option is also there. Okay, these answers are not there and the other option. Now I click like this. That's the same. Okay, this was okay. Now multiple choice question. So input devices. If you want any pictures related to that question, you can type here and you can play. You can type here like input devices, and then you can place any picture related to that question there. So this is for question. This is for options. Okay. Then if you want to create a similar like questions with the three options, you can just click duplicate. So now I duplicated and I'm going to give question number 2. So I'm going with output devices. Now you can see here The options are given, but I cannot choose the answer key, and there is no option to choose the answer key. And here it is most important, you have to click required. Otherwise, the students, what they will do is they will skip and they will go to the next question. So just click required, and here also you can click required. So now the students cannot pass on the question because they must answer all the question. It's required, so it's mandatory. The next options are not coming. See, I have typed the questions, question number one, question number two, but I cannot choose which is the correct options. Okay, for that you have to go to the settings and then go to quizzes. In that options you have to click on make this a quiz. So click here. So now you can see here, these settings are really very important. Make a note of it. After clicking this, make this a quest, then go for immediately after each submission. Like immediately after each submission, it will correct automatically. Okay, if you want to release grade, you can release grade immediately after submission. So I'm not going to release the grades. So I'm going with the option later after manual review. Okay, then if you are clicking this also no issues, but make sure that respondent can see missed questions, correct answers and point values. So this you should unclick, otherwise they can see the options, they can see the answer sheets. Okay, this option is not mandatory, like release grade it not mandatory, but these options are very, it's very mandatory, it's very important. So make sure that it is unchecked. When you're releasing the paper, you have to click you have to check that boxes. Okay, the next, another option is there. If you want to show progress board, like how many you have scored for this question, what was the progress, like that, if you want you can click here. This is your wish, it's according to your wish. And then if you want to shuffle the question order, like first question will be shuffled to second and second will be shuffled to one, like you can shift the orders. If you want you can click this one, else you don't opt this option, because the children's those who are below, that is primary grade children's, they cannot they do not know what question it is, so don't shuffle it, just let it be. And they can ask, ma'am, question number 2, what was this answer? So what was the question, can you read, like that they can ask. Show link to submit another response. See, this you should uncheck, because if the link is there, they can again they can edit the answer sheet. So make sure that it is unchecked. Okay, you can give a confirmation message like received your paper, you submitted. Okay, like that you can give some messages like submitted, your response has been recorded or submitted. So this is actually, this is the thing you have to give. So disable auto save for all respondents. Respondents will lose their progress if their browsers closes or refreshes. So don't do this. So make sure that these options are there or not, and give a message, confirmation message that they have submitted, so they that know that it was submitted. Okay, your response has been submitted, or math paper submitted. Okay, the math paper you have submitted, like that you can give any messages related to you. And in general settings, if you have a school organization, collect only the organization response, and here make sure that it is checked in. Limit to only one response. One Google account can submit only one paper or not more than one. So make sure that it is checked in. And then here you should not click this one, edit after submit. So if they submit the answer paper, again what they will do, if they know the answer, they will edit the answer. So this option you should not check. See summary charts and test responses. So if you want to see the summary charts, you can click here. That is also your wish, according to you. You can change it. So make sure these options are checked in or unchecked in. Okay, limit to only one response. That make sure that it was there. And collect emails. If you want to collect emails, you can collect emails. Okay, then these are options. Okay, now we have checked in and few we have unchecked in, and then you have to make sure that you have to click save. So I have saved it. Now before we cannot see answer key, now this becomes first, so we can see here now answer key. So click the answer key. So if you want to point it, if there is two answers, you can give 2 points, that is 2 marks. And what is the input and devices, you can check, you can click the correct answers and then click done. So these three, make sure that you have done it and make it as a required question, that is mandatory question. Now you can see the second question, you can change the options. Now which is the answer, you can change, go to this and make sure that you have given the points, that is the marks, and click which is the correct answer. You can choose multiple answers also, but I'm going to choose the correct answer, which is the two output devices. So I'm just clicking that one. So now it's clear. Now, if you want to add another one question, you can click here, add question, and directly you can type which question, which type of questions you need, like a checkbox, or if you want to upload a file related to that question paper, you can upload it. Drop down box you can take. If you want to choose a grid, like questions like true or false. Now match the following. You can click here and you can type the question, like you can type match the following, and then first row you can type the match the following related to. Now I'm going to type keyboard. Here I can give output device. Here it is, I'm going to give monitor, and I will type here input device. Now you can choose which is the answer, correct answer. Answer key, press answer key. Then keyboard, it is asking you to choose which is the answer. So I'm clicking here, and monitor, this is the answer. I'm going to give 1 point. So done. So now match the following, it is ready. It will appear like this. If you want to add another row, that is also possible. Then if you want to add another question, okay, this is actually multiple choice grid. If you want to add another question with an image, like they can have to identify the picture. So I'm just going to click mouse, or any other thing you can click, you can type. Okay, let them find joystick. Okay, so just I'm going to click any of one images. I'm going to click this one, insert. So now the questions appear here. Now we have to say identify the picture. So I tap like this. So the children's, what they will see, identifying the pictures. You can shrink the picture like this. Like you can reduce the size of the picture, and you can give the option like option A. So it will ask us to add all the options. So I'm going to click add all. Then automatically the options will come here. Then you can type keyboard, joystick, here mouse. So not going to for the next option. Or if you want to add next option with a picture, like you can give any other picture related to that, that is also possible. So this is the thing, they have to identify the picture. Then multiple choice I have opted. Then answer key, go with the answer key. So I'm going to click the answer, right answer, and then done. The next, or add another option. And then if you want to import some questions from your word or any other file, you can import from Google Forms, any other Google Forms, and that will be imported one by one, it will appear. And here you can add a subtitle like section B, section C. If you want to add, that is also possible. And then give the description like answer all the questions, or fill in the blanks, or like that you can give any type of description in between. For that option it is required. Then again, if you want to add one question, you can click the add button, the question will come here. Now instead of that, you can give images I taught you. If you want to add any video that is from YouTube directly, you cannot. Otherwise, you can upload from your system, or from the URL you can copy some website video and you can paste it here. Now I'm going to give some rhymes. Okay, keyboard grateful. So some it's actually the singing keyboard it was. We have to mention that IT, or I will type mouse better than that. Mouse J2. It's teaching about mouse. Okay. Then select that video. Just actually teaching. Watch the video and answer the question. Like that you can give as the next question. Watch the video and answer the questions. So like that you can give, and they can watch the video. And if you want to give questions here, you can type questions here, and next you can add question again. And okay, again you can add questions. If you want to add a section, like if you want to separate a section, like you can do like this. And you can give any sections like section B, section C, section E, like that you can give. And the description, if you want, you can give, else you can leave empty. The next you can see here, you want to import some questions, and then here you can import some file from that. You can import a file from systems. Okay, if you want to import from drive, you have to give access. Then you can import, allow only file type, so they can, students can import the files, they can upload some files related to that question. That option is also there. Not more than 10 MB I will give you them, or 100 MB, 1 GB till 10 GB it was available. Maximum number of files 10 or 5 you can opt it. And allow only specific types of files. If you want to allow document only, they will submit document as a document. If you are allowing only presentation, you can allow only presentation, they can submit a presentation, like that, so on. So many options are there, click and do everything. So these are the things you can do it. After that, if you want to check your questions, like now I can delete some of them, so that I can easily, yes, delete section. If you want to delete, you can just click on the three dots, and then you can delete that one. If there is no delete button, here the delete button is there, I'm going to click that one. Here the question I don't want, I will delete it one. This one I can delete. If you want to duplicate, you can click here, else delete. That's it. These are the questions it is given there. Okay, now I'm going to check whether I have done correctly or not. How I can check? Just click preview button. So now you can see some question paper is there. So now I'm going to type which is the correct answer. Let me choose input devices correctly. Yes, printer and monitor. Here keyboard is input device and monitor is the output device. Here they can clear section. Students can clear section and they can redo. And here you can choose and then submit. So now the students can see your response has been submitted. This I have typed in the settings, right? So they can see only the accuracy. So what they have opted, that only they can see because of the settings which we made. And so now you can see here, because I clicked that option, right? So because of that, um, they said it was recorded. You can see this tab also, your response has been submitted. Okay, after I submit, I got this message, your response has been submitted. After that, I got this view accuracy. I click view accuracy, then I got what accurately I have clicked, that was there. Okay, here you can see joystick. So accurate answer they can see, but not other than that, they cannot see any other thing. And now Now you can see here. So one responses I got, and you can check whether you have done correctly or not. Yes, I have done correctly. Out of 6 questions, I got 6 answers. Now 6 out of 6. So this was my response I got. And then if you want to download this as a create a new spreadsheet or select existing sheet. So I'm going to create a new spreadsheet and then it will be downloaded. Now see here, so now you can see one response that I have done it and it was downloaded. It was as actually it created a spreadsheet. Just click download, file, download, and here it will appear. Your um, answer sheet will be downloaded, and also here you can see in you have to share the responses. Am I right? So how you will share the responses? Now you have to say share the response like release score. If you want to individually release score, you can click here. Yes, you can go to that summary part and you can see all the students files will be there. So just click release score. So you can see only one I have chosen. So send release, like that you can click that one. Before that you have to make sure that in settings you have to click, see, you have unchecked everything because respondent cannot see missed questions, correct answers, point values. Now if you are before releasing the answer sheet, you have to make sure that this is checked. Okay, then if it is checked, then click save, and then this respondent can see the result. So now the respondent can see the result if I release the paper. So you have to click release and then here send email and release. So just they will send that because automatically it is collecting the email ID. So this is there. And then if you want to change, so that is the settings, and this is what, if you want to share it to other teachers, okay, just click the three dots here. And then if they want to, the parallel teachers might they need to rearrange, or your HOD want to edit the question, in the sense you can give add collaborator. So that this collaborator option, what it will do, no, it will actually it will allow access to edit the question paper. So make sure that you have a copy in it, and then click add collaborator. And then if you want to send it to your students, just click send and type their email ID or the class name, so that this will names will appear here. So if I click the names, okay, these 26 contacts will be there. Then just click send. So this question paper will be sent to the students. They can only do the answering, but they cannot edit at all. But the teachers can edit, but with add collaborator options. Then the next one, it is actually theme. If you want to choose any images to for your exams, you can choose image here. Okay, you can upload your own image if you have. I will just type. So I'm uploading an image which I have in my system. So you can rearrange accordingly, and you can set as a, see, you can set your logo, your school logo, then what was the examination, annual examination, like that. You can set up here. If you want to change the color, you can just click add and change the color and then click add. So now this color will appear. If you want the background to be bright, you can give bright, or if you want in white, you can give white, and that's it. You can close this one. And these are the options which are given there. So make sure that it was done. If you do like that, you can rename it also. Anytime you can rename it and you can do. And here you can see the responses. All the responses will be here. So just release code and all the respondent will be there. Just release one. If they are submitting, you can see that teacher can see how many responses are there, how many of them answered, how many of them have not answered, how many of them have submitted, like that. The teachers can see the summary. All the email IDs will appear here, so that they can see who have not submitted, who have submitted. Here they can see that summary. If you want, the bar graphs will be there. for to show the progress. So likewise, you have to share your question paper to your and how to release the Google Forms. After you receive all the papers and confirm that all the students have submitted the answer, that is the Google Forms or not, then if you are sure with the responses, you can just click accepting responses, that you can unclick it, and the students cannot submit it at all with any other email ID. So, not accepting responses. Make sure that you have clicked in that after collecting all the Google Forms responses.